some cowgirls and cowboys out there? Well, I'm here to tell you about this interesting place where there's picnic areas, fishing holes, and equestrian trails. Just a few of my favorites. Last week, our science students got to come down here for a field trip. With Miss Rex, they learned about interesting plants and birds for half the day. Then the other half the day, we learned about water life, where we saw big, scary, ginormous 8-foot gator. It was sunbathing right where we were walking. Well, if you want to come down here and learn about some nature, come right here at Circle B Bar Reserve on Winter Lake Road in Lakeland. Yeehaw! Today we are talking about the famous Betty Crocker. She is famous for her baking mixes and dinners. Do you think she's a real person? Well, she's not. She is made up by the Pearl Milling Company, which is now Quaker Oats. You may recognize her logo, which is a red spoon with her name on it. There are many other characters who are associated with food that are made up, like Aunt Jemima for syrup and Dr. Pepper for soda. Quaker Oats has a website that you can go to for baking cookies or brownies, which is my favorite, fresh out of the oven and ooey gooey. The website is www.bettycrocker.com, which shows additional recipes, gives you tips on baking. Basically, you can search for anything. Why are we talking about Betty Crocker? Let's make it.
Hey Jam Champs, are you ready to get your science on with me, Natalie Brown, the scientist? Today we are working with stream tables, and what they are is with rocks and minerals spread out in this magnificent box. And what we do with the water above, we turn it on and we see how it reacts to the soil and the minerals, if it moves them or how it gets down to the bottom.
The main thing they are looking for is weathering and erosion. With the water going down, they have to build a small house out of certain materials to see if it can stand a flood. They each have jobs. They are the marine supply that puts the water that emptied out into the water bucket to start the process over. Then there is the CEO, who is the only one who can ask the questions to Mrs. Thomas or Mrs. Vaughn. Also, they're the timekeeper. Then the organizer that gets supplies you can put in the stream table to see how the water goes.
I had the opportunity to be the engineer, and that is getting all nasty and disgusting in the stream table. You science students are looking forward to the Circle B Bar and dissecting frogs. I'm Natalie, helping you get your science on.
$1.48, $1.49, and $1.50. Oh, hi! Have you guys remembered to bring in your change for pasta for pennies? Well, here's a friendly reminder to collect all your change. If you bring in money to your first period teacher, all the money goes to help children with leukemia. This organization has existed since 1994. They have raised over $221 million. Well, the winner wins an Olive Garden lunch, which includes salad, spaghetti, and breadsticks. There are 3 teachers in the lead, Miss Fitzgerald, Miss Salamanca, and Miss Viamonte. I can't wait to see who wins, so make sure you tell your classmates to bring in their pennies. That reminds me, I need to start counting. $1.51, $1.52, Good morning. Today we're going to learn about the childhood of Mrs. Salamanca when she grew up in Columbia, cover the progress of the Landings, which will soon be home to Panera Bread, Chick-fil-A, and Starbucks, and feature our fabulous jazz band as they perform Christmas music. All this and more on December 14th, 2012. The Winter Choral Concert is December 18th. The Orchestra Winter Concert is at Tinneruck on December 20th at 7 p.m. And there's reindeer games on December 21st. The word of the week is haphazard. Haphazard means by chance or accidental. Here's an example. The teenager haphazardly crossed the street. The character of the month is kindness. Kindness means being helpful, thoughtful, and caring. Speaking of being kind, let's see how some of our students show being kind. The question of the day is, which trees do they decorate in India for Christmas time? A, mango, B, fir, C, apple, or D, palm? If you guessed A, you're correct, mango trees. Now it's time for Guess Who loves being around people, has one son, and just got married. If you guessed Mrs. Salamanca, you're correct. Cameron had the chance to sit down with Mrs. Salamanca and talk about her child life when she grew up in Columbia. If you've been on Cypress Gardens Boulevard, you have seen construction. Maya has been keeping up with the progress of the landings. It's been a great morning to be with you here today. Remember to keep your shirts tucked in and to be kind. See you around campus.